And it's been nearly a month since the state's Women's Privacy Act took effect. It requires people to use bathrooms in public buildings that align with their gender at birth. KVUE's Daniel Perot joins us now in the studio. And Daniel, there are still a lot of questions about how this is going to be enforced.
Quita, many people may know this law as the bathroom bill. Supporters say it's necessary to create safer private spaces, but critics say it's already leading to over-surveillance and public harassment across the state because of the law's unclear guidance when it comes to enforcement. The Texas Women's Privacy Act requires people in city, county, and state-owned facilities, public schools, and universities and jails to use bathrooms and locker rooms that match their sex at birth. Agencies that do not comply could face steep fines from the state. The Texas Attorney General's office has created a new tool to enforce the law, but legal experts tell me it could land people in some trouble. Across Texas, bathrooms are the center of focus in public buildings.
What we have done is kick perverted men out of women's restrooms and locker rooms. Yeah.
The Texas Women's Privacy Act requires cities, counties, and public agencies to take every reasonable step to ensure people only use restrooms matching their sex assigned at birth.
It is made so that you are free as a citizen to discriminate against anybody you see as less than.
Rye Vasquez is a transgender woman who helped organize a protest at the state capitol earlier this month.
We are being kicked out of the Capitol currently.
When they tried to use the woman's bathroom, Vasquez says state troopers blocked them, asking to see protesters' IDs before allowing them in. Eventually, she says she was handcuffed and banned from the Capitol for a year. In this situation, DPS cited the State Preservation Board's public restroom policy.
People in the queer community now have to make a very unsafe decision, whether it is they do something that everyone does in a public format.
The Texas Women's Privacy Act essentially codifies that policy. While individuals can't be punished under the law, the facilities where the violations happen can be. Last week, Attorney General Ken Paxton launched an online form for people to submit complaints against any agency they believe is violating the law. It requires you to fill out when and where the alleged violation happened, along with a description and any evidence you might have, like photos.
The Attorney General seems to be trying to encourage private citizens to act as a private potty police.
Civil rights attorney Austin Kaplan says under Texas law, it's illegal to take photos of another person in a bathroom. While the form does not specifically ask for photos of people in those spaces, Kaplan says he's worried it might lead to some people breaking the law.
There's no such thing as a defense of the Attorney General's press release said, or I thought it said I should do this.
As the state navigates this new landscape, Vasquez and others say they're scared.
This is going to embolden people with baseball bats or otherwise to just choose to do this violence, and there is nothing that is stopping them.
The law carries steep penalties for public institutions if violations occur and they're not quickly addressed. Here in Austin, the city council has asked the city manager to look at ways to replace multi-occupancy restrooms with single-person restrooms to comply with the law. Council members expect to get an update on that in the spring. Quita.
Thank you, Daniel.